These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Militiaman. Says, for anyone that's been watching even just a few years, note that quiet, methodical way this is being executed. It is exactly what we thought it would be. They can't tell us everything. We're now in that final process as far as I can see. How long that process is still going to be is to be determined. Right, Claire article quote before UNAMI mission closes. The United Nations praises a new chapter for an Iraq that owns its destiny. Quote the head of the United Nations Assistance Mission for Iraq, UNAMI, which will leave the country uh, at the end of December after a mission that lasted more than 20 years. Today is a great day for the international community as it witnesses the honorable and dignified closure of the United Nations mission. Iraq emerged victorious, congratulating the country on holding parliamentary elections in November that were among the freest, most organized, and credible ever in Iraq. All right, Walking Stick says multi-currency exchanges rate is for a reason. They know exactly what the repercussions will be. They know exactly the numbers they need to release and the laws for this monetary reform to succeed. This has been well planned and thought out for many years. When we taught it to you, we called it the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. It is now going to go into reinstatement at 1-to-1, and they want to reach the reinstatement of $3.22 and a float. All right, Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground report Firefly. The CBI came back out again today, and they said they officially linked with all corresponding large banks globally around the world. Frank says you're being trained to go international. There's no way in the world you can go without knowing what you're going to do. And this is referencing yesterday, the 10th. Right, Sandy Ingram says Iraq placed two known terrorist organizations on a list to block their finances. Within hours, days, not weeks, even a month, but within hours, they remove them based out of Lebanon and the movement from Yemen from the list, saying adding them was an error. This is not good. These actions has our news articles in different countries asking questions in the headlines. Who is in charge of Iraq? Right, Samson article quote, central bank is restructuring its branches in Basra and Mosul, and an expert describes the move as strange. Right, Militiaman says we've been studying Iraq's financial and monetary reforms. What we're seeing in the last 3+ years under Prime Minister Sudani, financial advisor Sami, central bank governor Alak is simply the fastest and most coherent execution phase I think we've ever seen. You can also include MCOE, Ministerial Council of Economics. They've been working on this with BIS, or the Bank of International Settlements, IMF, World Bank, WTO, WCO. Everybody's been working in the background. All right, Claire article quote, trade plans to increase Iraq's representation abroad, quote, with assurances from the World Trade Organization that the country's accession to it is imminent in light of the clear improvement in national economic indicators. And lastly, Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground report. Omar, Central Bank of Iraq, has made an announcement that the current exchange rate of 1310 dinars per dollar will expire at the end of December 25. He hasn't provided specific new rate yet, but what he's doing in the Gazette, this indicates a new rate or structure will be introduced starting in January. We're looking for planned transition at the start of the new year. Frank says Alak is painting the perfect picture for a new exchange rate that is coming in the Gazette.